Hey guys, thank you for joining and welcome. I am the half of Rich and Resi, so I'm the Resi of Rich and Resi and the Painted Oma. So thank you guys so much for watching. I'm going to go on and do a quick live tonight, and I was inspired by Sonnet's Garden Blooms. If you guys watched her recently, she did a whole series of projects using this grungy paper. So, excuse me. So she had inspired me because I bought this back when that craze was going on with the birdhouses. I was like, I don't know what I'm going to do with it. But then watching her last night, I was like, that's what I'm going to do with my birdhouse. So let's get started. Hope you guys are having a good evening. It's been raining all week. I just got back from walking the dogs. And as soon as we got back here, it started pouring. It just opened up and belted. Now it's stopped again. So it's good. All good. All right, so what I'm going to start out with is I'm going to take this piece of wax and just kind of use it to distress my piece. I use my wax melts. They smell really nice, so I just use those. They don't always, like some of them, depending on which brand you get, it kind of, I know the smell kind of goes away. And it's frustrating whenever you have one that does that and it ends up going away and then they just discontinue it and you don't have any more left. That happened with, I always keep a wax. I come in and when I come to craft, I turn on my good scents, and that's winter juniper. It's supposed to be, I think, a Christmas scent, so I hope they get it back this year. But I like it. It has a little hint of Christmas, but it actually smells perfect for all year long. It has kind of a flowery, well, I wouldn't even, I'm not one on the big rosy scents, so if you guys like that, that's good. But I am just not one that likes rosy smells. I'm more of the musty or holiday scents, like the vanillas, kind of natural, I guess natural, but not flowery. I don't know if that makes sense or not. All right, so I'm just painting my candlestick. I'm just going rough. This is Fusion Coal Black. I do not have Little Black Dress, which is what she used. I do not have that. So mine will not, because I'm not using DIY's Little Black Dress, mine's not going to distress as easy. I can't go back in with water and wipe it down. Okay, so I'm just going to go over real quick and paint this up. Try and get all those little spots. I mean, I'm going to have to go back and distress it anyway, so I'm not being super careful on getting everything. Because, like, I'm not sure if you guys can see that. Oh, I just got my arm in it. But there are some spots there that I missed, and it's okay. I'll grab my baby wipe. I just get these at the Dollar Tree. All right, so let's continue on. You guys probably hear the birds in the background. I walked in and this was on. We leave our TV on for our pets, and this is a video of a squirrel getting its fill. I mean, that squirrel's been there forever, so I don't know how much squirrels eat, but This one's getting fat. Set that down here. Now I picked this up at Hobby Lobby when it was on sale. It was $12.99. I know, I overpaid for a candlestick. Later on I went to the Goodwill and seen where there were candle sticks there. Pretty good bulky size. Like $2.99, $4. So I know I overpaid. But at the time I was super excited to do the birdhouse. And my Goodwill is not that great. It's very, I'd say a 2 out of a 10. So I'm gonna have to take a trip so you can see this. See, and I think she painted white. I like the natural wood underneath it, so that's why I left it there. And I'm not painting this. Now what she did is she took hers, she painted it all, and she cut out a piece for the inside, which would look super cute. But I'm not using mine that way, so I can always add that later. I'm going to put my little house on it, which you can't see because of my black blouse behind it, but it's going to sit here like this. So I'm going to set that over there for it to dry. And dadgummit, I ran off and left my water. Alright, now the birdhouse I am going to paint white. These edges, I will do them black. So. Do that real quick. I thought about doing a gray, painting this gray or blue. I do like, which blue is it? Is it navy? I can't see, I put that in the wrong spot. In the Navy by Dixie Belle. I like that one. I have a few Prairie Gray, Farm Fresh for DIY. And then I have a few other colors that I went to the Lowe's and had them mix up some sample pots for me. And then I always go by, when I'm at Lowe's, I go by their Oops section, the mist tint, and I always check out what they have there. Sometimes you do good, sometimes not so much. I swear there's always black there, which I do not understand that. Okay, so I'm just painting this. That looks cute. I'm just painting this. I just want my edges black. And you know how crafting is, you start a certain way and then you're like, I kind of like it like that. So now I might have to change my whole process. I do not have a lot of the decoupage papers. I do have when I was going to scrapbook, which I need to do that because now I have a grandbaby and I really need to get caught up. That looks cute. So I don't have a lot, I have a lot of scrapbooking paper. But I do not have decoupage. And I only have the one sheet of this Roycycled, and I plan on using that on a shift robe that I'm going to redo. I had upcycle, or I don't know, gosh, it was 2016. I bought my grandmother's shift robe and painted it and just remodeled it, and it's kind of like a blue. It's not a navy blue, but it's a cute, cute blue. And I went in with some bags that were cute. It looked like old newspapers, and it was just kind of Mod Podge on there. So I did that, and I love it. And then I happened to find on Marketplace, and again, I overpaid, I'm sure, but on Marketplace I found a kid's shift robe, and I plan on putting these and remodeling it, and I've got to get that done. But that's, Richard told me, he was like, you have got to start doing your lives and getting some things. 127 sale is around the corner. It's actually like 6 weeks, I think. Is it 6 weeks? No, it's the first week of August. Yeah, 6 weeks. Good grief. I'll be back. I've got to get my water. I washed my brushes, and I leave my water there every time. Every stinking time. Every time I turn around, there I am. All right, so let me get these out of the way. And gosh, I like this. I kind of want to just take my stamps and like stamp all the flowers in natural look. So let's see. I had a plan, but like I said, the second I painted the edges, it kind of, I like the natural kind of boho vibes. So my original plan was to take this paper and put it here. So I will have to measure. Make sure I measure that out. I should have measured ahead of time before I painted, because now, woo, almost lost it. Almost lost it. All right. Because now I can't do it reverse. I like to put it on here reverse and then trace out. Now I'm just having to push down for the outline. All right. She good, she good. Now you can cut this with your scissors or your scrapbook paper cutter. I'm going in with my scissors. These are the old shoddy ones. And ta. Now normally I use Mod Podge, but everybody has the rave. This is a little heavier. Everybody says that this liquid patina really helps when you're trying to Mod Podge. So I'm going to try this. I'm going to get my brush. It says that it helps keep the wrinkles out. Now, I don't know if that's just because of decoupaged paper. Some of it's kind of thin. Like this Roy Cycle paper is so nice. It is almost like a fabric feel to it. I like the grunge and boho. I kind of like some elements of farmhouse, but not a lot. And as you guys can see, I'm putting a lot on here. I might not should have done that. Let's stick that there. And I'm lining that up. It's not going to be perfect on this edge because I'm going to sand just a little bit. I wonder if you should just go on the paper and do a little bit of both. I don't know. I don't know about this. maybe I should have done Mod Podge. Ooh, maybe I should have tried Slick Stick. That stuff will, that stuff is a sticky trigger. Trigger. Sorry, he gets in there and wallers on our bed. I was always one that kept my bed made every day. You get up in the morning, you have to make your bed. And then we got dogs. And Trigger likes to get in there and waller on my bed. Okay, so I do feel a little bit of, I probably should have taken my brayer. I was just smoothing this out with my hands, and I can see one spot here that's kind of, yeah, like right there. It's trying to wrinkle up on me. I don't know why. All right, so, oh, I was going to talk on those. Hey guys, put my little sign up at the back that says, hey guys. Hey guys, I just don't, I know, I should just trust the process. They always say trust the process, but I'm not so good at trusting the process. And now is no exception. So I am not liquid patina on this. And you know what? It's going to be just fine. I'm taking my wood glue, my super glue wood glue from the Dollar Tree. The Dollar Tree. And I'm gluing it down. You do what works for you. I am new with the liquid patina, so it makes me nervous. Makes me nervous. I'm going to take one of my little tags here. There we go. Oh, so it seems to be working on this side. Go figure. It works. Just a little extra. We're just going to do a little extra security here. If I didn't want it to come off, it would. Alright, so I just took that wood glue, and luckily I do have my jar of water, and I'm just gluing that down. All right, so there's the roof. I did not paint this edge, but it'll be all right. All right, so cute. So there's going to be this roof. So far, so good. Now, decisions. So I have scrapbook paper. For the sides too. Now again, I bought this from the Roy Cycle. I think this is Roy Cycle. I bought this thinking it was going to be small like this, so that's why I'm not using that one. Just because I'll use that on something else. And then this I'm saving for my shift row, but I got to keep it out. And this I have some hat boxes. I'm going to do some DIYs on that. So there it is. Going in a downward motion on the edge. Now this is scrapbook paper. It's quite a bit thicker. So it's going to take a few more swipes, but as you can see, that cut right off. It's all good. And then we have this little piece to save for later. All right. I gotta make sure those edges are good and sealed. And once this is dry, I will go in and sand those edges down. All right, so the next step is here. I also have that from, I think that's recycled as well. I have all this cute scrapbook paper. I got it in a package set back when I was going to do scrapbooking, and again, I still need to do that, but there are all these different kinds. I don't want to use anything that's, I think there are two different patterns. So yes, there are two different flower patterns here, and I think I'm using this one. So I'm just taking this, and again, I'm just going in here, lining it up, and I will cut it out. Now this, I want it to be precise because I cannot sand this piece off. There are some areas that you can, but others you cannot. So depending on what you're working with, you may want it to be exact. And anything that looks like it may be a little short, you can just go in with some wax and kind of touch it up like it was, like you're distressing it. Did I do that wrong? No. I thought I cut it wrong. Just getting a little nervous, a little nervous. All right. This has a pretty good size. There. You guys can see that. I am going to go ahead and cut this out. As best as I can. There she is. Look at that. That's going to be so cute. I love it. But you know how that goes. It is very hard to make something and then get rid of it or sell it because you like it so much. You want to hold on to the things you love. Quick little detour here. I should have painted the base down here too. Now you can do whatever colors you want. That would look really cute with like a red, a crimson, and you have a red, white, and black theme. You just kind of figure it out as you go. But I think it's going to look good. It's going to come out very nice. I think so. It'll be my taste. And you know what's the fun in crafting if you're not going to do something that you like? All right, there we go. You can see that it's got a little bit of overage, but that doesn't matter any because, oh, I almost put that in the wrong one. That's not going to matter because we're covering it up. And I'm not supposed to be dipping in the jar. I'm hoping I go through that jar so fast that it won't matter. All right. It should work pretty good because my fingers are already sticking together. I'm gonna take this. And there, I think that looks cute. Now you can't, again, you can't see the bottom because I painted it and I'm wearing a black shirt. I didn't think ahead of that, but nice. Now I've got the two sides and the back, and this is trying to wrinkle up on me. I don't think you're supposed to put that much Mod Podge or liquid patina on it. Maybe I didn't roll it down enough. And you know me, I'm all nervous, so I may end up going in with my super glue from my wood glue from Dollar Tree. All right, I think I have it again. We'll see. I didn't get that edge very good, but, and I did not do the underneath, but I think I'm going to leave it that way. We'll see. Okay, so that side is finished. And to this side, I think I'm leaving it. Maybe not. Yeah, I think I'm going to put this. Oh no, I can't put that there now. I just smeared paint on it. I'll take this one. All right, there we go. Let's get this one cut out. So yeah, that will go there. And oh, look at all those wild ones, the wild ones. Now, I wonder how well it's going to go if I try to cut that out ahead of time. Oh, yes, I may just have to make another one of these. So do you guys, if you guys are watching, Let me know if you craft, and if you do you set up at the 127 sale? Where are you from and where do you set up? It feels like this year we're going to be a little different than what our normal we usually set up. We had coasters. We did have some wooden items and whatnot. And then I had some chalk couture at that time. We just had a whole bunch of different things. And of course, anything, that's the perfect time. Hold on, Trix. You're going to have to wait. Buddy, you're going to have to wait. It's the perfect time to unload all those things that you don't need anymore. So we had a pressure washer. We actually had 2 pressure washers. So we got rid of the one, and any kind of tools. I had a bike. It was an elliptical slash bike. So you could sit down and bike, or you could stand up and elliptical on it. Well, I bought that thinking I was going to use it. For one, if you ever do that, just an FYI, if you're ever going to do something like that, buy one of those. Go to the store, actually get on it and use it, because my stride was too long for that bike. So I felt like I was taking many steps. And then Ethan had some wood pieces, some like tabletop cutouts that he did. It was a pretty productive year. We had some t-shirts. Oh, I sold my sublimation printer. I forgot about that. You just never know what you're going to find. And it's probably a good thing that I'm setting up instead of shopping, because we just do not have room for anything. You start crafting and you buy stuff and you're like, ooh, I'm going to make this. And yes, you will make it. But how much space is that going to take up? So, being a crafter and being I don't like clutter, so it kind of clashes. Yeah. So if you guys just visit, let me know if you guys do the 127 sale if you visit. If you're in the area, I'll let you guys know when it gets closer. You can pop in and say hi. We've got, oh my gosh, I forgot. I have got a huge surprise when it gets here. It is, I am so excited. We have something, I'm waiting for it to ship. So we have a new kind of craft. I'm just gonna have to quit putting that brush in the water, because I keep finding little spots that I've missed. So, yes, and if any of you guys are going on the craft cruise that's coming up in February, let me know. There is a cruise February 24th, and it's going into the Caribbean. We've never been on a cruise. This will be our first time. And we've always done family trips and friends trips, and this will be our first getaway. So, it's kind of not really like just the 2 of us, but it is kind of the 2 of us. All right, sorry you guys, I know this is kind of dragging out. And I'm just nervous. I'm going to use my wood glue. Instant gratification. So I'm just taking my wood glue. I should be letting you guys see what I'm doing a little better, but I'm just taking that wood glue and rubbing it along here. And it's a pretty healthy coat. The fear is that I'm going to have to go back in and make all these little touch-ups where my glue is going to show through, but I'm okay with that. All right, so I'm just taking this paper that I cut, and sliding it in place. And again, you can see there was a little section that I missed, but it's up on top. So if you guys are watching, say hey. Hope you guys are having a wonderful Wednesday. All right, I think I'll go back in with my little knife here. That's just a little too much for my liking. Yeah, much better. Oh, no, don't. Got a little bit of a hiccup there. There we go. It's stuck. All right, so I just use this little tag here, and I am trying to smooth all of my wrinkles out. Now for this side right here, that's gonna look cute. I kind of wish I would have done something different to the bottom just so you could see it, but in person you can see it. So this piece goes on the side, and what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to use this as a template to cut the other side. So let's see, this goes like this. So, let's see. And I want quite a bit of that flower, so I'll just follow this along with my scissors. I'm hoping that we're going to be somewhere in high traffic. We always get a very good spot at the Dunlap Rescue Squad. So see, that's going to be so cute. Okay, it looks like it's a little tall. A little much up here. See, we always get up at the Dunlap Rescue Squad, and this year I'm not sure what we're going to do. It tends to rain every year. So yeah, it tends to rain every year that we set up. And there was one year, not last year, but the year before, Rich had to work, and so what I did is I just sat up here at the house because we're just a little detour. It's not bad at all. So I just sat here at the house. I got all my stuff set up and just set up, and it looked like I seen this big rainstorm coming. So I was like, oh my gosh, no, I can't let my stuff get wet. So then, I mean, I was out there 30 minutes. Had to pack back up and put all my stuff back in the house. So I did. And then that was the end of it that year. I'm just taking my brush and painting on that wood glue. If you guys have any tips for using liquid patina, if it works and I'm just being nervous about it, let me know, because I am very new at the liquid patina. I've always used Mod Podge, and I watched others with the liquid patina and how much better it is than Mod Podge, so I gave it a whirl. Now, I did get some black up there. Got a wee bit of black there. So there we go. Now I am going to go back in the edges and sand them once it's completely dry. But this is what the finished product is going to look like once I get it glued on in all of the, look at that. So so stinking cute. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful Wednesday, a wonderful rest of your evening. Try and stay dry and cozy. Have a great evening. Bye.